Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in my lab. It's classroom time. I got a nice lesson for you today. Out here in the book, we doing my You here getting this information? I got a nice lesson for you today. This is all about basic instruction before leaving Earth. We had that concept a long time ago. We called the book of coming forth by day. Let's go. Wrightisms. 25 rules live by. Storyteller. Story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're right thinker, your goal is to, yeah, know thyself. See where we going with this? Let's get that together. So I ask the question. Do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not, excuse me, and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to Maya be true. This is all about Maya and learning a philosophy of what righteous actions in the book of coming forth by day. That was their concept of basic instruction before leaving Earth. Why they prepare you for Judgment Day. Listen to this one. Let's go. This is gonna be fun. No one reaches the beneficent West unless their heart is righteous by practicing and living and doing Maya. You would actually judge by how Mayat you live. That's how strong Mayat was. Okay, and that was the concept that they lived by for thousands of years in harmony. Sorry, this is my stuff. This would change a whole lot of stuff for me. And so there is no distinction at Judgment Day made between the inferior or superior person. No such thing. Why? It's about the heart. If It only matters, yep, right here, that one is found faultless when the balances of the two weights stand before the Lord of eternity. You're being judged by yourself in front of God and everybody else who witnessed. Again, the 42 judges are there also, but you're on display, and it don't give a crap about who, what you was. Nope. Was you a good person? Did you practice and live my out? Let's go. Yeah, I do. Do you? Trust me. You're gonna need it. And what's this? No one, no one is free from the reckoning of what? Passing test of Mayat. Asar is the first one to go through. He passed. Everybody after that got to go through the same concept, and you're going to meet him on the other side. Your name is going to be Asar if you pass to go to the West. Everybody in the West, first name is Asar. Another little tidbit. All right. So, but thoughts in the baboon form, he holds the balances, aka the scales, and to count each one according to what? To what they have done upon earth. You always see thought when he's scribing, he always keep the records. And he's ambidextrous. One time he's writing with the left hand, sometimes he's writing with the right hand. Did you know that? I pay attention to stuff like that. That's me. I'm not one of them guys that's, that, oh, wait a minute. No, yes, I did that too. But moving on. But they show he's ambidextrous. Just like homogeneous. You male and female. You got two sides of hemisphere, male side, female side. They go together. You can't have one without the other. Sex is for the physical body. Everything else is dual opposites. Let's go. That's an ancient Egyptian proverb. We had a Bible, a book of coming forth by day. They called the book of the dead because they found it in dead people caskets. But the real name of the book of coming forth by day, learning and practicing Maya and living on to the afterlife. Let's go. This is going to be a good lesson. Short but good. The principal issue of the Egyptian book of coming forth by day, aka their Bible, is whether or not you, the initiate, have been able to purify his or her heart by passing the test of the scales of Maya. This judgment does not only occur at the time of death. No, but it occurs what? At every moment of your life. Right now, we're in test. Right now, we're being tested. Anytime you're alive, woke, and accountable, you have to be accountable for what? Your actions, what you say, what you do. That's why. And that's practicing Maya, being God conscious all the time. Christ consciousness. But hold yourself accountable to do the right thing. I tell you, I ain't got my eye on, but I ride the eye because I know he's always watching. That's why. And you're always being watched and being what? Tested. Ding, ding, ding. Human experience is a test. It's a test. So you're being tested in your resolve, your personal side, and your wisdom, knowledge, how much you gain and learn through what? Your day-to-day life situations that arises. I told you, self-mastery is handling life situations the same way you did yesterday, tomorrow, and forever. Why? You know you and you got yourself covered, so you are in a position to just do what you need to do, the right thing, no matter what. Okay? But the objective is to be clear of what wrongdoings. That don't make you perfect. Intentional wrong acts have to be dealt with, and he will. That's karma's job to give you what you deserve. So the goal is to what? Not to have what? Wrongdoings. If I accidentally do something wrong, I can repent, apologize, and move on. But if I intentionally do wrong, you got to suffer the consequences. That's the concept. That's the point you're trying to make. Avoid what? Clear yourself of wrongdoings. Watch this. Wrong actions, which will take you away from self realization. Something that ain't benefiting you. Just the ego self. The ego self don't care about the consequences. That's why when you do certain things, you're like, yeah, I mean, too late. The ego got you there and will leave you. Now, and to realize your identity with who? The divine, God. How? Through selfless service. Practice my philosophy. It gets you what? Closer to being what? Your better self. That's godly. Doing godly things. He recognizes those who return. You are blessed and things that you need, whatever going on, will come to you. That's what I said. Spiritual people, believers in God, they will live what? In belief, in faith that what they don't have, they will get why? Through God. Help them out. I ain't got a problem with that. I understand the concept. That's all it is. And it's true. It ain't the man's law, that's God's law. You reap what you sow, you put good work out, you get good stuff in return. We like to play the game one way. It go both ways. The wrongdoers get theirs too. No deed go unseen or undealt. A good deed gets blessed. Bad evil deed get punished. Moving on. But you as an individual, you should not have preferences of what? One object over another or one person over another. Why? Because all things in creation, pay attention, are equal. Here we go. This is the philosophy that you had to understand about Maya and endowed with divine essence. The life in us is of God. That's divine essence. Our spirit is divine. And you are one with that essence collectively, whether you know it or not. Therefore, what is there to desire? If you're with God and you got everything you need, what is your desire? The ego only have desires that will never be satisfied. That's why you never reach contentment. That way you never reach peace of mind. You never reach the levels of what? Enlightenment, because the ego will keep you down lower nature, just physical, material stuff. That's why. Spiritual is raising. And when you get past your desires of the flesh, what is there to prefer? You got everything you need. Watch this. This is how you become enlightened. You are all, and guess what? And all is you. You and God are one. Oh, right there, right there. You believe you are what you believe. If you don't believe you're one with God, well, you won't be. If you believe you're one with God and do the things that will make that manifest, you'll believe, not have to believe no more. You will know why. You'll get the benefits of that. That's why people do what they do. I know that. So therefore, remain in a peaceful state of mind when all the time. If somebody can get you out of your comfort zone, then you ain't mastered it. I'm getting better at being comfortable in uncomfortable situations. I'm getting better at being humble when I normally wouldn't be humble. So I'm making changes for the better and be that way all the time. You can't pick and choose when to be or know what you got to do all the time. And that was this. And through all conditions, good or bad. I was told right thinking philosophy works when they use it. I appreciate that, but I know that. But when you remaining steadfast, that means conscious all the time in your true self, you don't change. People say, well, when you get happy, I'm happy now. I'm overjoyed. I can't tell. Well, how about when you sad? I'm get sad the same way. What? I'm not gonna let that change who I am and how I am. That's self-mastery. You control those things within yourself, especially your emotions. That roller coaster, feeling good, feeling bad. Don't do that no more. Call it poker face. All right, let me wrap this up. This was a quick lesson I said. Let me wrap it up now. This is the true meaning of what the identification of what the initiate with what the supreme being, God. You have to make that connection for yourself. I'm just trying to get you there. You got to do the work. You can lead the horse to water. Can't make them drink. Adults, you can't help them no way, no how. Why? If they're not interested, they don't want it, don't waste your time. Moving on. I know that much now. That's coming wise, knowing how to deal with people. And in the Assyrian mysteries, the initiate name, what I tell you, is changed to who? Asar. When you pass the scales of Maat test, you go sit with Asar on the throne. You become one with him. He's representing God in the flesh. And when the spirit go back to, when the flesh go back to spirit, it goes back to Asar. He's the recipient of that. That's why we all become Asar in the afterlife. He runs the afterlife. This signifies what? That you, the initiates, need to identify him or herself not with the transient ego personality, no, but with what? The part in which is eternal, your higher self, your Haru, eternal and all encompassing. So therefore, your true name is Asar. The true name of everyone you know is also Asar. They just don't know. That's because they're what? Ignorant. They not what? They have conscious of who they are. Our job as sages and saints and teachers are to get you to know that for yourself. That's what I'm doing. I don't know about anybody else. My goal is to get you to know who you are. I can tell you that, know thyself. And the essence of all the different objects in creation, matters, which have assumed different forms and different qualities, are what? Also Asar. Now, with the understanding, with this understanding, close your eyes and meditate and reflect on what? The supreme truth before proceeding any further. Hold yourself accountable to do time meditating, communing with your higher self, relaxing, and getting your mind right. He who masters his mind won't be led by somebody else. You want to be an individual, get control of your mind. Know thyself. Okay? And with the following section, watch this. Reflect on findings of what? Modern physics, some things have been proven, how what? All things have an infinite origin. Now go beyond your body, meaning physical consciousness, and the thoughts that you have of yourself as the body, that's the ego. Watch this. And now begin to see yourself as Haru, as an infinite, immortal, eternal being. That's your true self. That's knowing thyself. That's the lesson. I hope you got it. Hope you understood it. I'll be right back with some more stuff, but I want to get this one in. Hopefully, I can make my point in that quick, short period of time. I got to go. And right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, 800 miles a day. Remember, we had our Bible, so learn thyself before you pass away. That's the lesson. I'll be back.